Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Probably thought I gave up on doing this. Well, that is not the case. I've just been living life with my wife. We did our honeymoon to the Smoky Mountains, the Great Smoky Mountains, I should say, of Tennessee. Spent about 5 days there, and leading up to that, I didn't record for the week 12, so that just really prolonged everything. And then coming back from Tennessee, I just not wanting to do much, just wanting to relax because we didn't settle the entire time that we were in Tennessee. Anytime we left the cabin, we did not get back until 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So from the time we got up to the time we got back, we were consistently walking or doing something of some sort while we're in the Great Smoky Mountains. So if you've never been, I would highly recommend it. But I tried to still watch as much football as I could. At first, my wife was against it, and then she just quickly was like, you know what? We can eat somewhere that has the game on. So, love her for doing that. Able to watch the Hurricanes. Dolphins had a bye week, so wasn't missing my Dolphins at all, but sat at a couple restaurants, watched the Cowboys games, and hey, it was fun. It was a really good time. I could not recommend it any more than I am right now. Do it. It's a great time. Spend 5 days. Plenty of things to do. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, a lot of things. The Laurel Trail, which is a hiking trail, not open. It's been closed since January 18th or something like that of this year, and it won't be open until like March or July of 2026. So a lot of work is being done to that to all visitors. So you couldn't do that. That was one thing that we really wanted to do while we were up there. But other than that, absolutely fantastic time. I highly recommend it. Me and my wife will be back at some point in time, but we got a lot of other places that we want to visit. Traveling is something we like to do, especially when we have the time to do it. With my job that I currently have, I get about 13 days off paid, guaranteed, vacation, floating holiday, all that good stuff. And of course you get sick time, but that's sick time, not vacation time. But hey, who knows about that? Anyways, that's where I've been the last few weeks. So I have not been recording, but I've still been making my picks. And as this NFL season has went along, we've started to figure out the identity of a lot of these teams, and we know pretty much what to expect from most of them. And with that being said, I'm going to let you know what I've done the last couple weeks, and you're probably going to think, oh, the game's already done, you didn't pick them, you just waited for the outcome. No, I pick all these no matter what, and I keep all the sheets. I have a pile of them. I have them all right here from all these weeks, and I picked them as honestly as I can, no matter if I know the outcome or not. I already pick a team on a Thursday night or whatever it is. And there's been some games that have absolutely screwed us, and there's been some teams that started hot and are not so hot, and teams that weren't hot when they started and now are some of the best teams in the league. And we're going to touch on that. I'm going to keep this episode pretty short today. Going to keep it in the 30-minute range as much as I can. I'm excited to be back doing this, so let's get to it. Week 12, I had a 10-4 record against the spread. That week was the week that I missed for the first recording. That was Denver, Miami, Broncos, the Dolphins, the Chargers, and the Commanders are the teams on the bye. I went 10-4 that week. Week 13, I went 11-5, and the ones that we lost on here are mainly the ones that shouldn't have happened, like this Miami Dolphins one covering the spread. I picked them all the time, so it doesn't matter, but they were 5.5 favorite. If they were 4 or 3.5 favorite, I won that one. They weren't. They won that one by 4 points. I need them to be a 6+. Another one, you got the Rams losing to the Carolina Panthers that week. That was absolutely insane that happened. Not something that you expect to happen, and not something that if anybody was picking against that you would say, yeah, the Panthers are going to just whoop on the Rams. No. not what you thought. And if you did think that, you're either a big Panthers fan or you're just trying to be a menace. That's all. Week 13, 1-11-5. Once again, you're starting to figure out the identity of a lot of teams. Injuries are hurting teams, putting them in bad situations. And as we know right now, Phillip Rivers is going to play this week. The man hasn't played since 2021. Fun fact about this, a lot of people kind of joking on Phillip Rivers for the fact that he came back to the NFL to renew his benefits with the NFL, because after you retire, they cover your benefits or your insurance for 5 years. So he's about to get 9 years of full coverage, possibly. But I love Phillip Rivers. He is a great quarterback. People don't say he's Hall of Fame quality, but he's damn good. How many people do you know play in a game after they just had their ACL repaired? Exactly. Just repaired his ACL playing in a game. Not now, but back then. I'll go 11-5 in week 13. And some of my better weeks have come in this time. And in week 14, going 9-5. Just Tampa Bay has just been absolutely shitting the bed. Just choking games down big time. Not at all playing up to their standard. And I'm saying that now, already knowing the outcome of this Thursday night game. And I picked Tampa Bay -5.5, and they didn't help me a damn bit. So, Tampa Bay has got to figure out what their problem is. They've got their receivers back. Running game's not there typically. That seems to be the main thing you can look at. But Baker may have a bad play caller. I think the offensive coordinator now has become a little bit susceptible to having tendencies that teams are locking in on. And the Bucs are struggling offensively right now. Egbuka was hot, but now for a straight month, he has been shut down. And you could say that's because they don't have their top receivers, but he was doing fine earlier in the year. So, I'm not sure what's going on with Tampa Bay, but getting into my Week 15 picks against the spread. Week 15 first slate of games that we have is going to be this Thursday night game, Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if you already know, I picked Tampa -5.5, and they absolutely just choke on the biggest thing possible you can think of. Whatever big thing you think of jamming down your throat and choking on, that's exactly what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just did. To the point to where Mike Evans walks off the field and is losing his mind all the way to the locker room. So that's a problem. There's something there that the Buccaneers need to address. They need to change something. They need to do something different. And of course, Bucs head coach doesn't hold back, just absolutely trashes Buccaneers players in interviews. I mean, just dropping F-bombs left and right in his interviews. So Tampa Bay is fed up with some of these players and their tendencies, just giving up, maybe being a little lackadaisical. And they're going to have to tighten things down big time. But I went Tampa Bay -5.5. And of course, we already know I lost. I already know. All right, so first game we have the Cleveland Browns at the Chicago Bears. Hey, Bears are one of the best teams in the NFC right now. They have that potential to be the number one seed. But right now the Rams have it. Bears are -7.5. And the Browns, I believe, have found their quarterback. Shador finally getting his chance. Finally getting meaningful reps. And now he has played some bad teams and has looked good in those. And of course, people are going to say, hey, they're bad teams. Of course he's going to look good. Oh, it's the NFL. Who gives a damn? All right? Why are bad teams beating these teams that we expect to be good then? Okay? It's any given Sunday. Any given Sunday. I say this all the time. I'm going to take the Bears -7.5. Just a better all-around team. I think Shador is going to struggle in this, and somebody is calling me. And of course, it's my wife. Let's see what wifey's doing here. Hello, wife.
Hey, Bubby.
What are you doing?
I just finished, and I didn't know. I thought about getting tropical smoothie. I didn't know if you wanted a smoothie or anything.
Sure, get me that, because you're on my podcast right now. So this is absolutely
Gosh,
great.
I'm so sorry.
And I'm still recording, so you're going to be in this.
Okay, well, I will get you a smoothie, and happy anniversary.
Yeah, give me that Santa Fe chicken thing that I like.
Okay, I'll do that.
All
And a
right.
smoothie, right?
Yes.
Okay, baby.
All right. I love you.
I love you.
Bye. All right. So my wife absolutely loved that. I'm 100% sure because she always loves when she gets put on the podcast. She actually probably has no idea. But I just decided not to stop recording because I just don't do that. Okay. Until I get a little bit better at the editing aspect of this, I just like to record, start to finish, and throw that shit on there. Okay. That's all I care about. But I'm going Chicago Bears -7.5. Hey, they're just a better all around team. So that's who I'm going with. All right, Baltimore at Cincinnati. So Baltimore has really been stubbing their toe. Lamar Jackson has just not been playing up to that standard that we want to hold him to. I'm feeling the effects of this because I'm the one playing Lamar Jackson in my fantasy league, and he's the one that keeps screwing me over. And I put him in last minute over Sam Darnold, so I really hope he plays a great game today against Cincinnati Bengals. And the Bengals have Joe Burrow back. Since Joe Burrow has been back, the Bengals offense has picked it up a notch. They've been scoring points, but they were doing that before with Joe Flacco. And Joe Burrow, is it raining? It is. Guys, you're going to love this. There's a package on there. I need to go grab it that just got delivered, and it's raining. I'll be back. All right, greatness is back in your presence. All right, this is what it's like living the life. A wife being home. You got to go get packages off the steps before it rains on you. All right, needless to say, Cincinnati, Baltimore. Baltimore's just not been playing up to the par that they need to, especially Lamar Jackson. Having Joe Burrow back, I think the Bengals are going to keep this really close, and I don't think they lose by much, but I think Ravens win, but I'm going to go +2.5 with the Bengals. Having Joe Burrow back, I just think he has a little bit of edge to him, but he's also being a little weird in his interview, so until we figure out what exactly Joe Burrow wants to do in life, I think have some optimism on the future for the Bengals. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City, got real hot there, getting some players back healthy. Now they've really kind of stubbed their toe as of late and been just losing games. Losing games and not looking like the Kansas City Chiefs that has been known for years past. Chargers, even with Justin Herbert and this hand injury, he has been absolutely amazing. I'm going to continue to pick the Chargers with this, and I have to say that Kansas City stubbing their toe is making me pick against them in this case, and they're a 4.5-point favorite in Kansas City against the Chargers. I just don't think that they're going to be able to get back on track. I think the Chargers with Herbert know what they are and what they're capable of, and I think they're just going to get after the Chiefs. I'm going to take the Chargers +4.5. Next up, we got the Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots, and this is, once again, the last time they played, I believe they were a half-point game, and once again, they're back to the half-point game, but I don't understand that. I don't understand it. The Bills have not been what people have expected. They have not. They don't have receivers at all. I think the Patriots are the best team right now in the league, all around. All around, they have been complete week in and week out. They're 11-2. Bills are 9-4. The Dolphins have beat the Bills. That means something. I'm going to take the Patriots, the half-point favorite, and just over here watching Myles Garrett get like his 20th sack. Of course, games are live right now. Come on. I'm going to take the New England Patriots on this. I just think that they're better all around. Bills are just not going to get it together. It's too late in the season. You are what you are. Josh Allen's going to be able to do what he can for you, but he's not going to be able to carry this team on the defensive side of the ball. Until their defense holds up and gets back to being an aggressive defense, they don't have it. They don't have it. I don't think they're going to get far in the playoffs either. I think this Patriots team's going to do that. Give me the Patriots. Next up, Commanders at the Giants. Hey, Giants are going to have Jackson Dart back this week. Commanders, without Jaden Daniels, Mariota back in there. Commanders, they don't have anything to lose. They really don't. Tough to see their quarterback get hurt a few times this year, but this is going to be one of those games where you just might see some really good play, might see some really bad play, and heck, you might have the greatest game today with the Giants and the Commanders in this. But I'm going to take Commanders plus 2.5. I think they're just a little bit better defensively than the Giants are. Giants have already fired their defensive coordinator. They fired their head coach. Commanders haven't done that. They've had some injuries and just have not played well. So give me the Commanders plus 2.5. Next up, we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles in weeks past have really thrown the ball a lot to A.J. Brown, but have not been winning games. Don't know how that's going to pan out. I hope they just keep throwing to A.J. Brown. I need A.J. Brown to catch footballs, okay? So does my wife. We need him to produce in fantasy. And as soon as he said, get rid of me on fantasy, what does he do? He has 3 great weeks, okay? And I play him 2 out of the 3 great weeks, okay? So, hey. The Raiders are bad, unfortunately. I feel bad for Ashton Genty. He's having to go through this. But the thing that has been going on with Chip Kelly is kind of weird. So Chip Kelly leaves Ohio State to go to the Raiders after winning a national championship to now be fired and saying that he was botching play calls. Don't know what the hell's going on there. Don't know if Chip Kelly was purposely doing this, but hey, he lost his job in Vegas. Don't know how the players feel, how the play calls are going to mesh now, but Philadelphia is a huge favorite in this game, but I'm going to take them minus 12.5 just because the Raiders are that bad. Next up, we have the New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars have been surprisingly a good team this year. They actually are leading their division. As we know, the Colts have just completely fell off. Jaguars, minus 11.5 against the Jets. Jets playing a rookie quarterback, Brady Cook. My Dolphins got to see him last week as Tyrod Taylor got injured in the game and didn't come back in. I honestly think that he just said, I'm done. I'm waving the white flag this early in the game. I am not going to get smacked around for 60 minutes, okay? Because I know that's what's going to happen. Oh, thank you, Brady Cook. You allowed my Dolphins defense to put up 23 fantasy points on defense for me. So thank you very much. All right, get back on track here. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars, minus 11.5. Liam Cohen has surprisingly kind of kept Trevor Lawrence in a pretty steady play. But going to need him to step up once the playoffs come. All right, last 1 o'clock game to pick from, Arizona at Houston. So Houston started the season super slow. I mean, didn't know who they were, didn't think they were going to be a playoff team. And now guess what? Number 1 defense in the NFL. They found their identity. Don't turn the ball over offensively. Defense is going to get after other teams' offenses. With that being said, when you see a team play the Houston Texans, expect their offense to get absolutely stymied. I mean, where it just looks like a bad offensive game. That's how good the Texans defense is going to be, and I think that's going to happen with Arizona Cardinals in this game. But we'll see. Sometimes as the game goes on, the defense gets a little lax. Cardinals might figure something out. And with that being said, Kyler Murray has been done for, I don't know, since Jacoby Brissett started that first game, in my opinion. As soon as they saw Jacoby Brissett run an offense at a much much better clip and rate than Kyler Murray did. That was a telltale sign that we need to start Jacoby Brissett. We need to start him. And the offense looks so much better. Michael Wilson has been an absolute animal when Marvin Harrison is out for the Cardinals. So if you need a fantasy receiver and you have Marvin Harrison, go pick up Michael Wilson. You'll be very, very pleased. Give me the Texans minus 9.5. I think they're going to get after the Cardinals, and I think they're going to continue that win streak and more likely win that division. All right, first 425 game, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Denver Broncos. Once again, Denver is on a heater. Their defense has been absolutely elite. The offense, though, not scoring a lot of points, keeping these games super low scoring, and I've talked about teams that score low points. It can be good and bad. The bad part is that your defense may keep you in games, low scoring, but if the other team's kicking field goals and you're just not able to score points, you may lose that game. And the Broncos are getting really close to losing games. Like the Commanders game, they lose because they went for it on 2. Instead of just tying it up and playing another possession. So, Broncos, though, I'm going to take them plus 2.5 in this. The Packers, they're that team that plays really good, then plays down to the team standard, then plays good, and then you don't know. I'm just thinking Denver is going to get after Green Bay. Okay? I just think Denver is going to get after Green Bay. Denver is going to play their best offensive game in this case. But also, don't be surprised if Green Bay just has a monster offensive game. Like Jordan Love just goes crazy. Throws for like 350 plus. I don't think it's going to happen. But like I say, it's any given Sunday, you can expect these kind of things. Give me the Broncos plus 2.5 in this case. Next up, Detroit at the Los Angeles Rams. So, Detroit kind of up and down this year since Dan Campbell's taken over play calling. You have saw an uptick in Jahmyr Gibbs' touches along with Jamison Williams and Armand St. Brown. Well, he's always getting the touches. But Jamison and Jahmyr Gibbs have had an increased role in their touches. David Montgomery's kind of fell off. So, you see it. You see it's hard to have a 2 tandem back, but then you want to get your 2 receivers involved, and then you want your running back to touch the ball 25, 30 times in a game. That's what the Lions are doing right now. Don't know how much that's going to hold up, but there's potential that it will. We'll see what the Detroit Lions can do, but I'm picking the Rams. They've been good all year, taking them minus 4.5 as they're in LA. Stafford's just the guy. Sorry. Puka and Stafford, they have just been absolutely elite on their connection this year. Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. Carolina has been a very surprising team to me. Bryce Young being short has had a few really good passing games, but they've limited him. They've let the running game be the catalyst for them, and they've allowed him to play off of the play action, and when he does, hey, he hits McMillan in stride. He is a great route runner for being a rookie. I like the Panthers. New Orleans, they're just taking their lumps this year. Give me the Carolina Panthers minus 2.5. New Orleans going to take another L on the season. Next up, Tennessee Titans at the San Francisco 49ers. And San Francisco, McCaffrey is back to his normal self. Touching the ball 30 times a game, 20, 25 touches, 5 to 7 catches, all over the place. He is showing he is a workhorse and that he can carry the team on his back. He is going to continue to do that, I believe, in this game. Cam Ward is the most sacked quarterback in this league. The most sacked. And it's proven. He's hanging onto the ball as long as he can. Guys just aren't getting open. I think they need to get another offensive coordinator in there next year. Dial up some plays to get guys open. Plain and simple. He only can hold the ball so long. But when you don't have good guys, it doesn't matter if you hold the ball for 5 or 10 seconds back there. You're not going to get open if you're not that good. Plain and simple. Give me the San Francisco 49ers, minus 12.5. And then as you see, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4 games on here. Hang on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. There's 4 games on here that have been double digits. And we don't see that. We haven't saw that mostly all year, but we're starting to know what teams are, starting to hold them to a little bit more standard. Now, the next one I pick, I'm just picking this because I got to win on the picks because I'm competitive. But the next one on here, I'm very optimistic. Give me this 49ers minus 12.5. That's the third of 4 games with a plus 10.5 spread. Next up, Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones tears his Achilles. He's out for the season. Heck, he's playing through a fractured fibula. What the hell are you doing, man? I completely compensated on his other leg, tears his Achilles, in my opinion. No doctor, but just simple diagnostics here, okay? Indianapolis Colts bring in Phillip Rivers, 44 years old, comes out of retirement after 4 years. They are a minus 10.5 underdog, or a plus 10.5 underdog. But I can't take them because Seattle is an absolute dog on defense. Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba, the top QB to receiver duo. They're just going to keep it going, unfortunately. I don't know what Phillip Rivers is going to look like. Don't know how he's going to hold up. I mean, he's going to know where to go with the ball, but it's just the physical aspect of it. How well is he going to physically perform? And we're going to see that. But give me Seattle minus 10.5. They've just shown they are one of the best teams in the NFC. Next up, Minnesota at the Dallas Cowboys. All day, give me Dallas. All day. Dallas, surprisingly, you're going to be surprised, they are a top team in the NFC. Believe it or not. They just were a little slow getting going at the beginning of the season, and that is what has set them back ultimately. But they have found their identity. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, 2 of the best receivers in the NFL right now. And they're on the same team. And Dak Prescott can go to those guys. Then you have a really good running back in Javonte Williams, and then you have Jake Ferguson. 4 guys you can get the ball to. A lot of weapons for the Cowboys. Minnesota is just all over the place. I don't know. J.J. McCarthy, I can't trust him. I cannot trust J.J. McCarthy at all. I've read things that say they didn't want to start him, but they had to because Carson Wentz got hurt. We'll see. Give me the Dallas Cowboys minus 6.5. I don't believe in the Vikings at all right now. Until they can figure out their quarterback situation, Justin Jefferson is not going to get happy. Heck, Adam Thielen has to be released. Okay. Cowboys minus 6.5. And last but not least, on the Monday night ESPN 8:15 kickoff, my Miami Dolphins take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do I have to say it? I shouldn't have to. Give me the Dolphins minus 3.5. Sorry, plus 3.5. All day, I will take the Dolphins in this case. They have been playing really good football. They have found their identity in the run game. Have really taken the ball out of Tua's hands because Tua has just found a way to turn the ball over and try to lose games. And McDaniel says, if I cannot allow you to lose this game for me, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to allow you to do it. So, give me the Miami Dolphins. Steelers really are struggling. They don't have receivers, and that's their biggest problem. DK Metcalf, you can just double team him, and that takes away everything else from this offense. They've got to figure it out. Aaron Rodgers is 41, 42 years old. He cannot be the one running around for his life, trying to make perfect balls. Not make perfect balls. Throw perfect balls every single time. He needs some help. They got to help him. So, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I powered through this one, had a couple breaks. My wife called, had to go get a package off the steps. But hey, it is all great and fun. And you got to hear my wife on the podcast. Maybe you'll get to see her on here one time. Which I doubt she'll do it. But hey, it's been fun. If you've listened this far, I really appreciate it. I'm still calling you people out because most of you don't listen this far. And I can tell how long you listen. So listen longer. Hey, mute it and put it on play, okay? It'll give me the duration of the time you listen for it. And if you listen for 15 minutes, I am so proud of that because that would have been half of this episode. Okay? So, like, comment, subscribe, share, do any and everything you can to get this out there for me. It's really appreciated. And I'm going to get back on track. And when the football season ends, actually, you know what? I'm going to do some college football playoffs next week. You know why? Because the Miami Hurricanes are in it. And your team probably isn't. So, there you have it. Had to throw some hate on some people, but hey, thank you for listening. As always, I am Tyler Clemens. Thank you for tuning into the Clemmontime podcast. We'll see you later.